Landfall is expected this evening along Florida's Big Bend. This storm has a large, expansive wind field. We've been talking about that. We'll see a progressive increase of wind speeds throughout the afternoon, with the peak starting early this evening and going through midnight, and then a gradual wind down through sunrise on Friday. There could be isolated storm surge of up to 3 feet along the St. Johns River, in particular the San Marco, downtown riverfront, Hogan's Creek, Southampton, Riverside, Ortega, and Ribault areas. High river levels will peak from 6 to 8 p.m. this evening and from 6 to 8 a.m. on Friday. So those same trouble spots that we always have, we need to watch throughout the remainder of those times. For our beaches community, we are also under a coastal flood warning with up to 3 feet of surge expected. We ask you to please stay out of dangerous waters. This is not the time to be in the surf, and we will not have lifeguards out there, so please stay out of the waters at the beach. Our tornado risk continues throughout the day and this evening, with those outer bands continuing to come in the area, and we are expected to enter a tornado watch this afternoon, which means that we all need to stay alert for potential tornado warnings. If a warning is issued, you need to find a safe room within your house, wherever you are, that has interior walls where you can go and take shelter. All in all, please remain sheltered at home today and tonight if at all possible. If you don't have to be on the roads, it's just a great time to be in and hunker down. Please don't venture outside in the wind lulls between the outer bands. As we've talked about earlier, we have such saturated grounds from all the rains that we have, so trees are going to be weakened with root systems loosened up, and all of that is going to cause us a problem in terms of trees coming down. So there have been fatalities from this in past storms, and we really would like to avoid that if at all possible. So please stay away from floodwaters as well. The sheriff asked me to remind you to please not drive through floodwaters. That presents you with a particular problem, and certainly for them too if they have to come and fish you out. So as a reminder, keep your phone charged. Download Jack's Ready. That app is really helpful, and it will contain all the new information, updated information. And this is going to be a fluid storm, y'all. When we get into the later hours of this evening, there's a lot that we still don't know about how much this is going to affect us. So stay up to date with that Jack's Ready app and pay attention to your local meteorologist for real-time updates. In terms of our public safety teams, our emergency road access team, or ERAT, are staged in Riverside, Normandy on the west side, near Jacksonville Farms, Terrace, Mandarin, Sandalwood, Southside Estates, East Arlington, and on the south side and north side. The job of our ERAT teams will be to clear any roadways that become blocked by downed trees or power lines so first responders can travel safely through. We want to make sure, again, to say to you, please reserve the 911 lines for true emergencies, and call 630 City if you have any issues beyond emergent situations. We need you to keep those emergency lines open. We also have swift water teams staged downtown and in St. Nicholas in case there is a rescue need in any of the flooding situations. JSO will have 40 additional police officers ready to go on top of the regular patrol teams. Let's see. Additionally, we have so many JEA crews out there. I really want to thank JEA for the staff up. I mean, they're very prepared. They've seen this before. If we have tornadoes, that's going to cause us a tremendous problem. They've got 430 line workers out there, 250 wastewater crew members, 130 tree removal crew members. All in all, 2,200 member workforce is working today and tomorrow. And I do want to ask for your patience. I know everybody gets frustrated with power outages. We are going to have power outages with the winds like they're going to be. We have almost 900 square miles of city here. So please know that our JEA crews, that's 8,200 miles, y'all. 8,200 miles of power lines. So please make sure that you're patient with these crews. They're going to be out in every way they can be, as long as it's safe, trying to get power back on as quickly as they can. They're going to address the greatest needs first, essential services first. So please do be very, very patient in that process. Bucket trucks can only go up if the winds are 30 miles per hour or under. So again, we're going to have several hours of conditions where the winds are going to be higher than that. So they'll be out as conditions permit. JEA CEO Vicki Cavey asked that we remind you that it's not just the power lines. When trees come down, roots go up, and they bring water and sewer lines with them. That's why we have wastewater crews ready to go. Another reminder, any scheduled disconnections are going to be discontinued through the storm, so you do not have to worry about your power being disconnected in the duration of this storm. Our Public Works Department has 10 stormwater teams staffed up today and tonight. Pumps are staged in San Marco, and we have 5 pumps in reserves ready to go as needs arrive. We also have had crews out yesterday. I want to give a special shout out to Nina Sickler in our Public Works Department. We had a lot of calls to 630 City yesterday saying, hey, you guys told me to clean up the stuff from the yards, but now it's sitting out on the curb, and what's going to happen to it? So we brought extra crews out yesterday afternoon, and that's continuing to pick up roadside debris. They have picked up 1,200 cubic feet of yard waste off of curbs to ensure that it didn't become projectiles. So thank you to our Public Works crews for being on top of that. If you have debris from missed yard waste collections, it needs to be brought in and secured during the storm, though, please. No special collections will be performed today outside of our normal collection. We're going to be keeping solid waste pickup on schedule for today and tomorrow, as long as it's safe to do so. If there are any homes missed on those days, again, that pickup will be on Saturday morning. 2 important reminders. If you see downed power lines or trees, again, 630 City, 630-2489. That is staffed 24/7 through the duration of the storm. If you suspect a safety issue or a live wire, or you see something that is sparking, that's where you can call 911, or if you feel like you are in an emergent situation. Again, we want to keep those 911 operators available and 911 crews. As far as our bridges are concerned, the Florida Department of Transportation works closely with the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the Florida Highway Patrol to monitor the wind conditions on the bridge. Bridges will remain open until weather conditions make that bridge unsafe for travel. At that point, FDOT will work with law enforcement to make sure that the closures are communicated via media channels and social media and Jack's Ready. As you've seen in the past, what happens is when those sustained winds get at 40 or above, they'll shut down the bridges. That's usually sort of a, like this. They'll be shut down, they'll be opened up, they'll be shut down, they'll be opened up. That's generally how it's going to work. So you're going to have to just be patient with that process when the winds do pick up. We had a question yesterday about University and I-95. That, per DOT, is open and operational. In terms of our shelters, we currently have about 250 citizens in our 5 shelters. They will be open throughout the duration of the storm. Please use them if you're in a low-lying area, a mobile home, or under a heavy tree canopy. Again, our biggest concern here is isolated tornadoes and trees coming down because of the saturated grounds and the winds that we're expecting. People with special needs should continue to contact 630 City, 630-2489. We have also been proactively calling through the Special Needs Registry offering rides. JTA is providing free transportation to those shelters on an ongoing basis. Atlantic Coast High School is special needs only and also pet friendly. We also have Chaffee Trail Elementary, the Legend Center, Landmark Middle, and La Villa School of the Arts. Those are all of our shelters that are open. If you're planning to take advantage of a shelter downtown, remember there are 2 locations, that's Legend Center and La Villa, that are near downtown. In terms of Ken Knight Drive, a number of you asked about Ken Knight Drive yesterday. JTA is providing free shuttles for Ken Knight Drive residents throughout the duration of this storm, okay? So that's going to happen every 15 to 30 minutes. So the people that want to get picked up there and taken over to the Legend Center, they will be able to do so. The Kings Avenue Garage is open to the public for residential parking. So if you live in a low-lying area that's prone to flooding, you can go park in the Kings Avenue Garage. The Fixed Route and First Coast Flyer buses will begin flood detours at 4 p.m. unless weather conditions deteriorate sooner. You can again download the MyJTA app to stay up to date on any route changes. JTA will continue to run regular operations on JTA's fixed bus route, BRT, First Coast Flyer routes, connection, and ready ride service as long as it is safe to do so. And at this point, we are anticipating that everything returns to normal on Friday. Obviously, as I said, with this storm really hitting primarily into the evening and overnight, we really are going to have to monitor that. And I hope you will stay tuned to Jack's Ready and to your local TV stations to make sure that you're aware of any changes that happen with debris on the road or anything that may happen to change the cadence of things. The St. Johns River Ferry is closed. will be open again tomorrow. That's what we anticipate anyway. Skyway, same thing, is closed and hopefully will be open when it's safe to be open tomorrow. Getting a lot of calls about the airport. Some flights have been canceled, not all. You're going to have to contact your particular airline. We heard from the airport this morning that if all airlines decide to shut down operations, you cannot think of the airport as a shelter. So they will clear the airport if all airlines cease operations. So please keep up to date with your flights and find out if in fact they are canceled or they are operational. Let's see, anything else that I did not mention? Jack's ready. I think we've talked about that plenty. I'm going to go ahead